Discipline is the silent architecture of every great life ever lived. It is not loud, it is not glamorous, and it will never trend on social media. But it is the single most powerful force available to any human being who is serious about becoming something more than what they currently are. Most people misunderstand it entirely. They think discipline is about punishment, about restriction, about white-knuckling your way through life with your jaw clenched and your fists tight. But real discipline is none of those things. Real discipline is a form of self-respect so deep, so unshakable, that you refuse to betray the person you are trying to become simply because the moment you are standing in feels uncomfortable. It is a love letter you write to your future self every single day, in the language of action, sacrifice, and consistency. Not words, not intentions, not plans that live forever in notebooks and never make it into the world. The greatest gap in human potential is not talent. It is not intelligence. It is not resources. It is not opportunity. The greatest gap is the distance between knowing and doing. And discipline is the only bridge that crosses it. Every person walking this earth knows they should wake up earlier, work harder, eat better, move their body, read more, complain less, and show up fully for the life they claim to want. Knowing is free. Knowing costs nothing and changes nothing. It is the doing, day after day after day, in the absence of applause and in the presence of every excuse imaginable, that separates the people who talk about their dreams from the people who actually live them. And that doing is not powered by inspiration. Inspiration is a spark, beautiful, electric, and gone in an instant. Discipline is the furnace that keeps burning long after every spark has faded, long after the excitement of a new goal has worn thin, and what remains is just the raw, unromantic work that needs to get done. Understand this deeply. The version of you that you most admire does not exist yet because you have not paid for it. Everything you want, the strength, the clarity, the success, the peace, the confidence, has a price. And that price is paid in disciplined action, consistently, over a long period of time. There are no shortcuts that don't eventually collapse under you. There are no hacks that replace the hours. Every shortcut is a loan with an interest rate you cannot afford, and the bill always comes due. The people who seem like overnight successes are almost always the product of years of invisible work. Years of grinding in rooms nobody saw. Years of choosing the hard thing when the easy thing was right there. Perfectly accessible. Completely forgivable. They simply refused the easy thing so many times that the refusal became effortless. Not because it stopped being hard, but because they stopped negotiating with themselves about it. That is the real secret that nobody wants to hear. You have to stop negotiating with yourself. The moment you wake up and begin the internal debate, should I? Shouldn't I? Maybe today I'll rest. Maybe I deserve a break. Maybe I'll start properly on Monday. You have already lost the most important battle of the day. Discipline lives before the debate begins. It is the decision made in advance, the standard set so clearly and held so firmly that the question never even gets a chance to form. You don't debate whether to brush your teeth. You don't lie in bed wondering whether integrity is worth maintaining today. Those things are settled. The goal is to make your most important commitments just as settled, just as non-negotiable, just as immune to the mood of the morning or the exhaustion of the evening. Because here is what nobody tells you. You will never feel ready. You will never feel perfectly rested, perfectly motivated, perfectly aligned. The conditions will never be ideal. The timing will never be perfect. And the people waiting for perfect conditions are still waiting, will always be waiting. Because perfect conditions are a fantasy designed by the part of you that is afraid of what you might actually become if you stopped making excuses. And you should be a little afraid of that, honestly. Of what you are truly capable of when you stop flinching. Because most people have never even approached the outer edge of their potential. They have lived their entire lives in the comfortable middle, never pushing far enough to discover what is actually on the other side of their limits. The other side of your limits is not destruction. It is not collapse. It is expansion. A version of yourself that is larger, stronger, calmer, and more capable than anything you have accessed before. But you cannot get there by being gentle with your excuses. You cannot get there by treating every moment of discomfort as a sign that you should stop. Discomfort is not a stop sign. Discomfort is the tuition fee for becoming extraordinary. Every time you sit with it, breathe through it, and continue anyway, you are making a deposit into an account that compounds in ways that will eventually astonish you. So let this be the thing you carry with you from this moment forward. Not a quote, not a mantra, not a motivational high that fades by Wednesday. Carry the decision. The cold, clear, undecorated decision that you are no longer available for the version of yourself that quits, that settles, that shrinks to fit the comfort of the moment. That version of you had its time. This is the time for the other one. The one who shows up without needing to be asked, who does the work without needing to be watched, who keeps the promise made in private even when breaking it would cost nothing in the eyes of the world. That person is not somewhere out in your future waiting to be discovered. That person is built, brick by brick, day by day, choice by choice, built by you or not built at all. The person you are capable of becoming is not waiting for you somewhere in the future to be discovered like a treasure. That person is constructed, deliberately, painstakingly, invisibly constructed, brick by brick, day by day, choice by choice, in the ordinary moments that feel like nothing at the time, but become everything over time. Built by you, through your discipline and your refusal and your willingness to keep going when going is hard, or not built at all. There is no middle path. There is no version of this story where the person you were meant to become simply arrives one day without the work having been done. The work is the path. The discipline is the destination. And the time, the only time that has ever mattered, the only time that is ever actually available to anyone, is right now.